Herobrine, Minecraft's most infamous entity. For years, people have been posting online about their encounters with this very ominous entity going all the way back to 2010. But according to Mojang, he was never really in the game, but some theories might prove otherwise. Before we can determine if he's still in the game today, we need to go back to the past to see if he was ever actually in the game. This is the original Herobrine video, and it was released back in 2010. If we watch this video, Herobrine's inside the base, the guy turns around and runs outside, but here's what's interesting. I don't even know if we had technology back then for YouTube creators to fake stuff like that, but some of these comments are interesting. This guy said, Copeland admitted it was fake. Copeland at the time, a relatively popular Minecraft streamer, found out about the story while browsing the V-board on 4chan. That means he wasn't the original guy to come up with the idea, so who put Herobrine out there first? We have a link to Copeland's original Herobrine world. Let's go ahead and get this thing launched before I read the rest of it because it's absolutely mind-blowing. This is the worst version of Minecraft I've ever seen in my entire life. Where is anything? There's no Herobrine. I mean, it definitely looks like the right graphical era given the videos we saw. But guys, he's clearly not here. There's no reason for me to walk around and look. There's literally no Herobrine inside this world. So let's get out of this. I'm not seeing him. I'm not going to see him because if we go back to the archive that we just looked at where all of that information was, it says that he later revealed the incident was a complete hoax. And the stream is what made him popular. We gotta now go to the Wikipedia page. A user Flaky posted a comment supposedly copied from a 4chan board. So this was the original screenshot that inspired a story about a mob called White Eyes. A user messaged him and it contained one word, stop. And that user's name was Herobrine. He said when he looked at their profile, it went 404 and there was nothing actually there. Apparently the original post was deleted right after he made it. Herobrine was a name frequently used by a Swedish gamer. After some more information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch. This guy says he personally emailed Notch to ask if he had a brother, and he emailed back and said, I did, but he's no longer with us. But this means that Herobrine was originally discovered to be Notch's deceased brother. Wait, before we continue, there's a quick word from today's sponsor. It's always nice when a company that I actually use sponsors me. That's why today I'm gonna talk to you about Factor. Factor is a meal delivery company that provides fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals literally right to your door. And if you're anything like me, you're probably too busy to cook. You don't have time to clean. You don't wanna go to the grocery store. You don't wanna shop. And then spending all the time actually cooking itself takes a lot of time out of your day. So we can skip all those steps while still getting the nutrition that we need. You see, Factor's meals are ready in just 2 minutes. And if you compare that to how long it takes you to make the exact same meal, it's gonna be astronomical. So all you gotta do is heat it up and gobble it down, and then you can get back to crushing your goals. For me, it's really important to save that time, so this is a great addition to my life. Factor is also perfect for fall because you can get some of their limited time menu options, which means you always have something new to look forward to. For example, they've got new cranberry pecan chicken and apple Dijon pork chops, which sound absolutely phenomenal. Or if you wanna get big this winter like me and try to bulk up with some muscle, you can get the Protein Plus meals, where each one has a minimum of 30 grams of protein. Factor also has so many other nutritional options you can pick to keep your fridge stocked. One of the things that I love is they have smoothies and juices. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code LoverFella50 to get 50% off of your first Factor box. Thanks again, Factor, for sponsoring the video. Now let's continue. I found a forum from 2018 and this guy quotes the actual Notch Wikipedia page, and he quotes number 16 and says that it states he has a half brother that never visits. But number 16 doesn't say half brother, and on the Wikipedia page, if I type in brother, literally nothing even comes up. So that's really weird because there's like literally so many references. I'm gonna read all 100 of these and see if there's something interesting here. Minecraft, this is all, there's nothing here, man. There's literally nothing on that Wikipedia page that references it. Do they remove it? I have been scouring the internet. I really can't find a single example of Notch saying he has a brother anywhere. I mean, there's nothing, but it gets even weirder. Before we get to the weird part of the Herobrine story, let's jump into the new version. Let's add the new seed. There's a couple of really simple tests that we could do, and one of them we're gonna do right now. This is really just to kind of be like a control test and confirm Herobrine doesn't actually spawn. If some of you guys are watching this right now and you're like, oh, he's gonna fake it. No, really, I'm genuinely just in a base world. There's no mods. You can see, well, I mean, you can see the mods that are on. None of these are to create Herobrine. According to this very popular article, apparently you can summon him with a ritual. And most people have been claiming that it actually works since 2010. So let's go put it to the test. So we're gonna do the first one. This one's popular inside of a mod. It looks like this. You put one of these on top of it, and then each one of these spaces a redstone torch, and then you light it. Nothing. All right, there's another one, and it looks like this. This goes in the middle. The gold goes in the corners. The redstone goes on the gold. There's fire and lava in the corners, and then you light it, and it should spawn him. There's like a little part of me that like, it's like, kind of hope this doesn't work. There's another one that is the double gold, double netherite stacks. And the last one that I can find anywhere online is this weird little ritual here where you make a little lava square. You put your gold block in the center, your torch on top of that, and then one of these in each of the 4 corners, light all 4, and nothing. So Well, we did burn a tree down, but I don't see any Herobrine. Just kidding. There's no Herobrine here. It didn't work. But there is another way we can maybe determine if Herobrine's real, and that's through Minecraft themselves. But before I show you guys that, we've got to understand more about some of Minecraft's even deeper conspiracies. So this was the original screenshot that inspired a story about a mob called White Eyes, which was released right after they released the 13 music disc. There are 16 music discs in Minecraft. Most of them play a short uplifting tune, but 2 of them have a darker secret. Is it a small joke or something much more sinister? According to the Minecraft universe, it is an ambient track consisting of cave noise, metallic clinks, splashes, wind blowing, and muffled bow frings. They said there's another track called track 11, and it's also very creepy and disturbing, and it is potentially connected to track 13. So hold on, let's take out 13, let's play 11. Oh, this is definitely the mining. We've heard this before a long time ago. Fumbling with flint and steel. Coughing. There's some sort of struggle, it sounds like. A book! He's digging very fast. Efficiency 5. Oh, he's going to the surface. Oh, we didn't make it. For years, people have been questioning what exactly happens in disc 11 and disc 13. And one of the most fascinating theories is that these 2 discs were actually recorded in the same place, because when you play them together, they feature 2 halves of the same story. It would make sense that the 2 discs are unlike any others, and descriptions of the tracks from the official Minecraft wiki describe them as such. But lucky for you guys, I have the actual audio files for both of these discs. Now inside the software, we can actually overlay both of the discs and see if the audio files line up. Actually, let's just delete this for now. Let's focus exclusively on disc 13. If you just look at the audio, you can see that there's definitely a gap right around here, which is at exactly the 130 mark, which does match 1.3 and 1.3, so it does line up. Now, we've listened to disc 11, we know that it's significantly shorter. The first thing I'll point out is this gap does not fit disc 11 perfectly, but if we were to cut this and do something like this and just like delete the middle section right here, I wonder if it flows smoothly. Let's take a listen. It doesn't really flow that smooth. I mean, if I go in here and edit just a little bit more out, take out that gap, take out the little bit of a crackly there, it could be that it does. Let's see if we make that flow. Does this even make sense now? Really? Okay, so there's literally no connection that I can see, but is there a disc 12 anywhere? It's like we're missing a piece in between, aren't we? I don't know that those theories are correct. My theory here is that there is a disc 12 and it has not been discovered or released by Mojang yet because of whatever it's hiding. Disc 11 was clearly destroyed to hide it and it didn't work. Disc 12 actually was destroyed. Disc 13 actually exists and it's in perfect condition. One of the most popular theories to date is that Minecraft structures were created by ancient builders. These ancient builders ruled the world before Steve ever came into Minecraft. They lived alongside today's villagers, built all the structures we see, and even made the loot we find in chests. But where did they go? They couldn't have simply just disappeared. And was Herobrine behind this? Well, guys, the first thing we have to do is see if we can find any connection between the ancient builder theory from the game theorists and others. This guy says, I thought about the ancient builders and thought maybe if the books would be counted as canon, would the Telltale Minecraft story mode games be counted? Yeah, so this is Minecraft story mode. These are called the old builders, and these are like real characters Minecraft's released. So they've said there are some sort of elite. Oh, this is interesting. So there's Minecraft story mode, which I think nobody actually played, I'm pretty sure, has enchanted flint and steel, which literally is defined as an ancient item. So they're like, Minecraft has admitted there is actually ancient builders. Like, that's not even a conspiracy now. They have actually admitted it based on just this enchanted flint and steel. Throughout the years, there have been countless theories as to what happened to them. A wither experimentation gone wrong, an illager uprising, and to me, the most compelling is a zombie apocalypse, which is the one I'll be taking a deep dive into. Our first piece of evidence comes from a rare Minecraft village called an abandoned village, which makes up about 2% of all villages in Minecraft. Inside these villages, you're gonna notice a few things. A high amount of zombies, broken buildings, and zombie villagers. All of these hint that this used to be a normal village until zombies invaded. But it kind of like begs the question, like, you've got this abandoned structure here and you've got zombies inside, but what happened? And how are the zombies surviving until right now? Was it always nighttime until I joined? It's a weird thought. Even the potatoes aren't even rotten. And that had to be intentional because the game designers decide what go into this, right? The people who made this world decide what goes into the chest. They didn't put any poisonous potatoes. None of the fruit is rotten. Like, it feels to me like this is a setup, like a distraction. Like maybe somebody or something came to this world right before we were here, wanted it to look abandoned, to trick us for whatever reason. I only thought it was Herobrine, but I don't know if that makes sense.
There's a secret history in Minecraft with random old structures placed in every scene. Mojang doesn't say who built these structures, and most people don't believe the ancient builders exist. But there's so much proof hidden in the game. Two most common mobs are the skelly and zombie. A tragic event happened which caused the ancient builders extinction and turned them into these.
I think that's a really interesting takeaway to me, is that if you look at some of the sandstone structure, there is hieroglyphics, but it does kind of make you wonder if there's any sort of like deeper story in these. Like for example, if you were to look at this, that's actually a wither. That's obviously a creeper. But if you kind of look at some of the details, what is below the creeper? What does the actual hieroglyphic say at the bottom? That's something. There's literally something there. It's like 3 letters. See if we can figure that out. All right, here it is. So if I were to come in with a brush and like actually outline some of these letters here, there's something here, 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 here. Comes across like this. So that is the lettering that I'm getting on this one. And then if you look at this, there is potentially like a P here, and then maybe like a letter here. If we wanted to see what letter this could be, we've got this N shape. So let's go ahead and see. Let's start here. Could be T. This is kind of crazy, bro. We could discover something here nobody's ever seen. Could be that. Could be this. So it's either a T or an O. So we're gonna grab a different color here and see if we can put it like a T or an O. Then we've got this little shape here. Could be that this one actually connects here. Like this one might actually connect and this one might stop. Really, nothing fits that letter. That's the problem. If anything though, this sort of looks like a backwards B. This one sort of looks like a backwards O. A little bit. I mean, you can kind of see the B, the O, and this one I thought looked like a T. If you put them together, maybe I'm looking at the block reverse, so they carved it backwards. That would either spell out Tob, or the actual word maybe is bot, which is interesting. I don't know if the game is implying something about bots. Finally, further solidifying the evidence is the fact that villagers are extremely paranoid when it comes to zombies, and they react like no other NPC or mob does. They have iron golems which protect the villagers against all threats, and they immediately run inside and shut the doors when a zombie's spotted near the village. In fact, I'll show you. Like if I just grab a bunch of random eggs, blazes, drown, goat, elder guardian, hoglin, and I put down a single zombie at night, watch what happens. Everything reacts normally to the sky. Creeper, nothing. Blaze, nothing. Drown, nothing. Elder Guardian, Hoglin, passive mobs like a pig and chicken. Nobody even recognizes the zombie's presence. But if we fly over here and put a zombie down and next to it we place a villager, look at how the villager literally cowers in fear like a scared little child. Instantly runs from the zombie and the zombie instantly chases it, right? While that's interesting, there's something even more interesting we can do. But did you guys know that there's something super rare in Minecraft actually called a zombie siege? During a siege, 20 attempts are made to spawn a zombie over 3 seconds. For each zombie, 10 attempts are made to randomly choose a spawn point. So basically, every night in a village, there's a chance of a major zombie attack. So I just asked ChatGPT, as you could see, what's the odds of a village being abandoned? And it said about 2% of villages are abandoned. There's a 10% chance of every night having a zombie apocalypse attack. And that doesn't make sense, because if only 2% are abandoned, but 10% of them get attacked, that means most of these attacks are actually defended against pretty well. So guys, the way it works is if the sky is darker, the odds of a zombie siege goes up. So since it's storming, that keeps the sky darker longer, which would increase the odds of zombies attacking. And then we can see what the odds of the villagers surviving are. And if the villagers do survive this attack and the siege doesn't wipe the whole village, that means the zombie sieges are not actually what creates the abandoned villages, it's something else. And my theory still is that it's Herobrine doing it because it looks intentionally done. It doesn't look like a random siege. It looks like somebody placed blocks, like somebody, like an intelligent bot or mechanical machine did it. Hey guys, ChatGPT has a potential way to do this. It says a zombie siege is an in-game event, blah, blah, blah. Time and place, make sure it's nighttime and you're in a village. The game must be set to hard. Oh, okay. Make sure we're on hard mode. It doesn't say you have to be in survival mode. It's a random event, it has to be natural, but you can initiate it with commands. Enable cheats, press game mode creative, and then do, summon Minecraft zombie. So I did about 20 of them, which I would say is about a normal number for a zombie siege. Now we're gonna see how this plays out, and if these zombies can actually A, destroy the city, B, destroy the city, and see if it's actually them destroying the city. So you can see, I mean, if they kill the iron golem, that's, so there were 20 of them. There is significant, the iron golems are gonna kill 20 zombies? No way. There's only 4 left, 5 left. That means the iron golem literally killed 15 of these zombies, and usually cities have about 2 iron golems as far as I'm aware. So I would say that's pretty conclusive evidence that the zombie siege is not what actually destroyed the abandoned cities. It's something else. Guys, I have another idea. Let me set the time today really quick and clear the weather, because all this talking of zombies has me thinking about another type of zombie in Minecraft, and that type of zombie involves flint and steel, some pieces of obsidian, and your mom. That's not funny at all. When you go into the Minecraft nether portal, anybody have any guesses what happens when we push a pig through? Go ahead, what happens? We're gonna put a pig into the nether. Get in there. Go. You little dirty pig, you. Get in there, you. Go. All right, let's just go to the nether ourselves. When you place a pig in the nether, what do? Nothing. Nothing happens when you take a pig to the nether, but what if you take a piglin to the overworld? Well, if you take a piglin to the overworld, the piglin turns into what? A zombified version of itself, except you can't do it in creative mode or it doesn't work. So we're gonna have to go, oh, I think you have to wait a second. Don't they start vibrating? You see that? That vibration is something happening with the chemical biochemical structure of these creatures. The vibrational frequency turns them into a zombie. Okay, now you've also got zombies here in the overworld that we've already established look like Minecraft characters. So I'm just saying, maybe these ancient builders that were here got scared away by something. Maybe they went to the nether and then maybe on the way back, what's happening? Hey, yo, where's my ground? What the heck? Am I getting too close to Herobrine's secrets? Because that ain't supposed to be happening. But you guys see where I'm going with this, right? What if these villagers did what I did? They walked into the nether to get away, to get safety. They ran through.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. It's dark and evil.
And then when they came back, somehow the process of going through the nether portal rearranged their genes and they became zombies. The ancient builders could be the zombies. I mean, all we really know is that some of the ancient builders from the Minecraft Story Edition had a magic flint and steel which allowed them to enter different dimensions, and we don't know exactly what that magic flint and steel does, but if they set it up in a way that creates portals, they could have created a portal that kills anybody who tries to come back out of it. Doesn't that also, in a way, answer the question of Minecraft ruined portals? Now, there should be one here, but it's not actually showing up. Why are there ruined portals? Like, why do these exist? Obsidian's very hard to break unless you intentionally break it. It doesn't blow up by TNT, which means the only way this thing broke is if somebody came here in survival mode with some sort of a pickaxe and broke it. And if somebody or something knew that once you go through, you can't come back, maybe they started creating ruined portals specifically to stop people from walking into them. Just doesn't explain why we can come back. This is creepy. This is starting to add up, because the more I think about this, the more it makes sense. I mean, let's go look at a Minecraft stronghold, another ancient builder creation. These Minecraft strongholds, don't they have like cells in them or something? Yeah, look at this. I thought, most people don't actually walk around these and know this, but they actually have cells, like cages, and they were built to trap something. It's like this entire thing was essentially built around the end portal because they knew they had to kill the dragon. Think about this, there's like little giant iron bars here. This literally could be done to create like segmented walls if like the zombies break out. So after we look at all of this, I think it's clear to say that not only did the zombies definitely used to be ancient builders, it's pretty clear to me, but the zombies are not the ones who have been destroying villages and creating the abandoned villages. That could be related to the ancient artifacts we saw that maybe said the word bot, but there's one more mystery we need to dig into before we can really determine if Herobrine's responsible and actually in the game. And you guys might be horrified to find out what the answer actually is. You see, all these theories connect in a deep way. In fact, we're investigating every one of the theories on the Minecraft iceberg, which has been around for a long time. But one of the deeper ones we're getting into today is whether or not Minecraft is actually a giant dream. And this is where things start coming together. But before I can explain how that works, we need to get our world edit wand out, go to the end, and briefly kill the end dragon. So we've got a sharpness 255 sword. I think this will kill it pretty quick, I would hope. Once you kill this and go through the end portal, it goes to the credits. And if you're like me, you don't read credits on anything. It's literally a waste of time. I mean, nobody cares, to be honest with you. We're gonna look at them today because there's a couple of secrets in here that kind of bring together apart from every single theory we've looked into today. So this literally says, I see the player you mean. This is like a conversation happening between two entities we don't know. It says, I see the player you mean. Then he goes, LoverFella? Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. So there is literally two beings, they could be ancient builders talking. Then it says it dreamed of the original interface 1,000,000 years old and it still works. So it's saying that we literally dreamed of what humans originally did a long time ago. It's weird. It's really weird. And it's like, oh, well, their dream of how society worked, it worked 1,000,000 years ago. And that's exactly what worked here in a world full of blank and created a blank for blank in the blank. And we can't read that thought because we haven't achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. So like they go on to like say we're not ready for the truth in our real life. We're not even talking about Minecraft anymore. And then it says they can't tell us the truth, but he says a story contains the truth safely in a cage of words. So they're gonna give us some metaphor to the truth of who we are, what Minecraft is, and what life actually is. Like the meaning of life is now in this. Now it's taking us back to our birth from our mother. It says the player awoke from a warm, dark world of its mother's body. And the player was a new story never told before, written in the letters of DNA. And the player was a new program never run before, generated by a source code 1,000,000,000 years old. And the player was a new human never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. We're going back even before the universe was made, bro. So, I mean, if you guys are reading this and following along, the essential gist of it is absolutely disturbing. It's going on to tell us a story, not only about how Minecraft was essentially created, but more about us. The meaning of life, where we came from, and how Minecraft and even our lives are both programmed codes and simulation. This isn't just saying Minecraft's like a dream. It's literally saying our life, real life, is not real. So I pasted the entire thing in here. ChatGPT is now analyzing it, and I'm going to ask it what the possible words could be for the areas that say, oh wow, it's actually breaking it down. I'm trying to see if it's going to be able to analyze this and give us what could actually go into the area where it's missing words. So once it starts analyzing it, it says it's difficult to say what it could be. It worked for the million others to sculpt a true world. The world you take for truth is merely an illusion and shadows. I wish to tell them that they are dreamers in a dream. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So once you break this down, it starts to say that the game is a metaphor for life itself. There's a couple of big lessons. One of them is that everything you need is within you, just like how in Minecraft, you can get anything you need within yourself. And it says interconnectedness. It says that we're a part of the universe. It says that stories, games, and imagination serve as an interface between us and the realities around us. That struggle is important, love and kindness. So if we actually try to break some of these down and look at them in the context of Minecraft, I wonder how true it is that all of these are actually in the game. All of these lessons is really what Minecraft's about. It's not just about building, it's about the nature of reality. Our perception of reality is shaped by our experiences and beliefs. And if you really think about that makes sense in Minecraft, because if you look at this game and you think it's absolutely beautiful, your experience could be that you live in a very, very beautiful area. Like you're living up on top of this mountain right here. Like you would have a very beautiful perception of reality. Whereas if you lived in an ugly place, it would be bad. And so your experience shapes your view. If you want to see more crazy conspiracies like this, we're investigating all of Minecraft's top theories. So make sure you click right here to start at the beginning of the series and watch the first 2 episodes.